Hey everyone, Barry here from TGS with another Forza Motorsport live stream. We're here for the Premium Performance Race series, so we'll be checking that out for stream number 9. Figured it'll probably take the whole session. We're going to stick to career mode for today, no multiplayer. Yeah, I don't know if we can even get all 6 races done in one session. I'll do the first practice just to get warmed up, and then we'll skip the rest just to see if that helps. But the races tend to be decently long the further we get into these series, so we can get as we go. So quick, we'll go through the intro, we'll hop in the gameplay, and then we'll go from there. So, plan for today's schedule all in one, gonna pop it up real quick from Discord. So I held Assassin's Creed Mirage Monday, made some good progress. We're almost done that game, another stream or so, and we should be done. We'll bring an MW3 campaign after that. Tuesday and Wednesday, no live streams, unfortunately. That's what I say because I don't like traveling for work, but I had to travel for work, so while the positive, I got to go to a Miami Heat game. You can probably guess where I was then based on that. I had to take 2 streams off, so I'd much rather been home streaming, but it is what it is. Back home, back to normal life, and next week should be a fully normal week, knock on wood. So, yeah, starting late today, gonna call 4:50 start. I will obviously update the schedule later, because I also want to put in our flex spots as well. And, yeah, we'll figure that out then, but, yeah, let's go down the list. So tomorrow is Friday, obviously, last day of the work week. Quick applause. We got Counter-Strike 2 in the late afternoon, and tomorrow night we got a flex slot, TBD. Saturday we got 2 flex slots, 1 and 3:30. We got SnowRunner at 10:30. No streams on Sunday. My current 3 ideas for flex 1, I want to finish out Assassin's Creed Mirage, but definitely not doing that on a Friday night. So probably flex number 2 will go to that. I have up to an hour of flexibility if I start on time on Saturday, so if I need to do, 1 to 4 on Assassin's Creed, I can still stream 4:30 to 6:30, still do our SnowRunner. So, we'll wing it as we go, but definitely want to fit in Assassin's Creed Mirage. I just bought War of Rights on the Steam sale, so I want to check that out, and then we'll leave the 3rd spot truly flexible. We'll wing it based on what we feel like playing and go from there. And let me bring back the screen. Plan for the game, going for 500 gamer score. We might go for more, but for right now, that's my goal. 240 out of 1,000, 18 out of 57. Just completing laps, doing races. We'll unlock these, so for now, we'll just keep going on that track. And eventually, if we feel like it slows down, I'll start actually achievement hunting here and there. But I don't want to go out of my way. And moving on from there, like, sub, link, subscription, thegamersociety.com, Discord. Razer Stores, I'm Razer Streamer. Rep Sports with the coupon code TGS, 15% off. Check it all out. Setup is in the description. I have a G923 wheel setup. I have my normal controller set up for commentary and game audio. So if it randomly dies 20 minutes in, it's probably because I forgot to tap the controller, because you can't just have it on indefinitely, unfortunately. Should be the case considering I'm on a wheel, but whatever. And yeah, random chat, I already mentioned I was away in Miami Tuesday, Wednesday for work. Just literally the basketball game plus a meeting the next day sums up my whole trip, because I got there in the afternoon on Tuesday and flew home in the evening yesterday, so I didn't get home till like 9 o'clock after getting picked up, blah blah blah, but it is what it is. Let's see. Nothing else special today. Stream. Then do some non-work work, as I call it. Tomorrow is Friday, so looking forward to it. I think we're going to start Miracle Worker Season 4, if I'm not mistaken, because it's the final season we need to do to catch up. And then Saturday, I think I'm watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. That sums up my random chat. That's the full intro. Plan for day, schedule, plan for game, spiel, setup, random chat. Hopefully everyone's having a good Thursday so far and a good week. It's a good week now that I'm back home. Wasn't a terrible trip, but still, I'd much rather stream than go on a work trip. I think most people probably would agree. It's not like you're going for vacation, you're going for work, so. That is that. Sorry if you hear background noise, my dog's over here itching himself. Hop it into Premium Performance. Let's watch the scene.
Over the last 20 years, top manufacturers in Italy, Germany, and England have produced premium performance coupes possessing an exciting combination of power, handling, and understated elegance. Intended for serious drivers who love mechanical excellence, gorgeous body lines, and a long, winding road. Functional and comfortable for relaxed road trips, more than enough power for aggressive track days. And when built to the next level, these cars transform into exhilarating track weapons that a skilled driver can wield to dominate the competition.
So it seems like these are the 3 cars we gotta pick from. Let's see. Actually, never mind. There's a huge list. I thought it was just those 3. There's 11 total cars. I have 1 eligible car, but I'd rather buy one. Here I have a Carrera S. Okay, thank you for backing me out. Talking to the game, obviously. What the heck? Alright, there we go. So I clicked in to see my cars, and then I clicked B to go back, but apparently it took me completely out of it. Maybe there was an option to go back to the buy cars option, but I wasn't looking for it. So we have 3 Astons. Obviously the Bentley i8. I might get that Ferrari Roma. We got a California T. I don't read the whole list, but I'm probably gonna go with a Ferrari. California T is cool, but I mean, we have the Roma here. Let's check it out. I'm usually a fan of red Ferraris, just on the basis that, you know, it's probably one of their most well-known colors next to yellow. Do I want a red, you know, Roma? I just got a red Roma. Alright, so we're going to be going to Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Grand Prix circuit. Let's see, we've got 300 points available. Not in even anything worth putting them into. I'd just rather run a stock for the first race, learn the car, see how it performs, and go from there. All right.
Catalunya is notorious for high G-force directional changes
Catalunya.
due to downhill and off-camber turns.
Butchering it over here,
minimal
apparently.
braking and consistent speed.
Catalunya. Catalunya. Learn it, Barry. Learn it. Woo. We haven't drove many cars this fast yet. I've driven a few that have some speed, but not this much acceleration with rear-wheel drive. So I definitely want to get some laps in and learn this car. It's already awesome. We're on our practice run, so if I spin out, I'm doing it on purpose in the sense that I'm going to push the car harder and harder as we go. So we've done a lot of series so far, but I haven't done any series with cars of this power. The multiplayer, we had a chance to drive like some heavily modified vehicles and such that were built to race, so you didn't have to worry about if you could handle them. They just handled beautifully without trying, like that Honda from the qualifying. But this thing's the true car right here. You can feel the tires giving out while I accelerate back there. I'm gonna spin myself out sooner or later, but we need better tires. Has those crappy stock tires on. I pushed it too hard. I knew it was gonna happen. I thought I was gonna spin out. We actually went off the track. I'm just flooring it right now because I'm just trying to get a feel. Only way to learn this car is really push it. Woohoo! It's fun, but not practical for racing. Doing this on the wheel is not as easy as a controller to offset that, you know, loss of traction, because you got to swing the wheel around and then it has feedback on, so you really feel it. The analog stick, you just kind of throw it back and forth. It's like some Horizon 4 up in here. Horizon 5 actually, which I should be streaming eventually. Should finish out Assassin's Creed Mirage this week, get into MW3 campaign next week, probably be done that. It can't be more than like 2 weeks. But Monday, Tuesday is dedicated to that. Then I'll hop into DLC. Forza Horizon 5 is one of them for Dia de Muertos, if I'm saying that right. It's a Day of the Dead DLC that came to Horizon 5 with a bunch of new achievements, so I'll be doing those. Get myself back to 100% achievement status on there. For all I know, they'll unlock easily just because I already did all the stories and all. I didn't check what the achievements were for specifically, but I saw some story-related ones. Also got Fallout 76 Atlantic City. I thought was coming out in early December. I gotta do High on Life, High on Night. We're running traction, stability off, realistically everything except, yeah, turning lines and ABS on, but these cars have ABS on. Hey! Ah, come on, just rewind. Rewind. Really gonna have to have patience with this car if I don't want to lose control. I need to let that traction grip instead of trying to throw it in the corners, the tire skidding out while I apply power. There's like a sway to this car. You just feel when it's right to power down. Push it to the limit. I won't lie, I thought of canceling this stream and doing Assassin's Creed Mirage, but I'm glad I did some racing. final warm-up lap is done here to go through the line. I've learned the car, it's starting to gain more control. I would love to push it harder, but I know this car, it'll slide out on me if I push it too hard. We'll regret it. Just like these people are about to regret their life. That moment, multiple drivers died, unfortunately. Finish race, there we go. I was about to go down the exit, thankfully I went to finish race. Probably would have lost our progress. We were done practice, so went out with a bang. Since it's my first race with this car, let's just not jeopardize it. It has no upgrades. It's the first time I've driven a car of this power. All the other series had much weaker cars. We're finally getting into the cars that you want to drive when you play Forza, but we had to work our way through a bunch of lower level series and the tours to get it done. Not sure what the next one is, but it's got to be something more insane than this. I will not be doing practice for the rest of the stream. We're just going to hop into the races and focus on upgrading traction, stability. I want to get more power down through traction and obviously better handling as well. So I guess we didn't have to really worry. I have the game on middle level difficulty, so not the easiest, not the hardest, perfectly in the middle. I think there's like an 8 scale, it's on 4, so if I get crapped on, we'll just I didn't mean to rewind. I was just going to restart because it's way too early to be worrying about that. I'm just going to do this. Oh god. It's on the rear view. We're about to get smashed. Alright. I jinxed it. Shouldn't have slowed down to let those cars, you know, hold their line. I should have just went for it. We're better off taking the lead slightly aggressively than falling behind. If it was real life, I would feel like it would be a lot easier than the game. You don't like physically feel the forces on the car. You don't feel how it's interacting with the ground. I just feel the wheel. Wanted to go for a sway right there. I'm gunning for it. We gotta get him first now. It's now or never. Shit. Like I said, I still don't know this car that well. I've driven it for 3 laps and went off the track 2 of those laps. I also was just maxing the pedal. I need to be much more pedal heavy than I was during practice now, because instead of just cruising the map, we're actually racing. This guy up here is driving like he's a level 8 already. Guy's getting flawless traction up there. I can barely take the fucking turn. I'm just going to rewind again. Restart. Because he's won. There's no way. If I turned on traction, stability, sure, we could catch him. Absolutely. Without a doubt. But I like to play more legit. But that guy obviously had everything fucking turned on. Excuse language, but just flawlessly going through turns, while the other guy is going off the track in like the McLaren or whatever the heck was going on. So plus, why are their cars so modified? Why do we have like straight up like Grand Touring cars up in here, as in Gran Turismo cars, and there's me. I didn't have both my hands on the wheel because I was like distracted by the fact that there's these cars. What the hell's up with that? Why am I racing? Whatever. That's how you know you're playing Forza. Sometimes the logic is questionable. It's like, what's going on here? I'm in a rich person's like daily driver. Then over here we got people in just modified vehicles. Those are just paints, but you can see some of them have a lot more going on than me. Like, look at that wing. I don't expect the i8 to be a challenge, but Some of them are definitely modified. While I'm over here dead stock. It's all about this launch, and it's all about literally beating them on the first turn and not overtaking the turn, yeah. We're not driving an R8. We shouldn't have to worry about understeer as much. Yo! Yeah, come on, dude. Pretty sure we lost because this guy's accelerating much harder than I am, and I can't even get fucking traction back here. I'd rather just lower the difficulty, which I have not done since starting the game, but you can't tell me this is normal for level 4, because I've been doing over 20 races of level 4 already. There's always that like toxic AI who just should not be in level 4, and that's one of them. Look, he's just gone. He has no issues. He's that a-hole online that you don't like because he has traction stability and like turn assist turned on while you're in the middle of a race. That's just cheesy. Alright, let's fuck this. Let's exit. I think Restart Race had the option to change drive at hard difficulty. I have yet to do so, but I'm not here to play games with the game. They're gonna win. We have no chance unless I actually turn off all my other features like traction stability off, which is not really a feature, it's more of a lack of feature, but you get the idea. There's nothing like driving the car fully loose. I'm not trying to drive a Ferrari with traction stability on at the track. What the hell? Let's see if that guy's a little bit less cheesy. I'm being aggressive because I'm tired of his bullshit. I lower it 2 tiers of difficulty and he's still pulling the same shit. I know you don't have to win every race, but I'm trying to win every race. So if I have to cheat a little bit, I'm gonna. That's the first time I ever had to lower difficulty since we started playing the game, but we can turn it back up once we get some upgrades available, like some better tires. It's like we went to Walmart to put the tires on a Ferrari. The fucking thing can't handle for shit. Check out my Pep Boys tires, yo. I got them at Ross. It feels like I got these tires at Ross, honestly. Now the AI are too easy, but at the same time, it feels like the first stream all over again. I was doing terrible because I had to learn the game, and I started off with everything just off. Simulation, everything, because I want the real experience. There's Flight Simulator, then there's Forza Motorsport, kind of like your race simulator for a console, at least for Xbox, with Gran Turismo and PlayStation, but you get the idea. So as painful as it could be sometimes, I like to just force myself to play with these settings. Remember we streamed Forza Motorsport 7, I feel like it was a little bit easier to learn to control cars like this, but on this game, if they push it to the limit, they really push it to the limit. Well, now Oh, we left them in the dirt. Oh well. Now I can enjoy cruising the track. Without the pressure of some guy 100% traction on. So Forza still needs to work on their drive tires. Who's surprised? Effed up. I decided to look in my mirror instead of paying attention to the road. This is a horrible start to the sesh. I was doing better in practice than the actual race. Let's just rewind. That is why I keep rewind on. I was looking in the rear view right here, and then I looked down and it was a red line. That's all on me. I was trying to see if they would show. See, they were there. I didn't see them. Alright, so I'm looking in the mirror. I tell myself to not do that. So I'm looking back to see him coming through the turn. But our goal should just be to leave him in the dirt. Oh my god, my controller. This stream is going great. Controller powered off, but my audio is still on, just not my game audio. It'll kick on in like 15 seconds or less. I think there it goes. That's because people who made Xbox think that my controller should just power off after like 20 minutes, even though I'm actively using it. So I'm playing on the wheel, but I have the controller set up for audio and commentary and everything. I could just run commentary through Streamlabs and bring the game sound in through Elgato, but the way I have it set up with the audio controller is a lot easier than just switch games and stuff. It's like a plug-and-play version of setting up Streamlabs audio versus actually doing a bunch of different channels and balancing it. Alright, let's pull it together. While we scared away any viewer who's going to watch the first 30 minutes of this video, we can pull it together. I play once a week for 2 hours, so just bear with me. Get it? Bear with me. Ah! 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 I didn't even have any. I was even applying the gas and it was driving like that. I feel like my real life car would handle better than this. Older modified S5. I think it's just the tires. I'm guessing it starts with the crappiest tires possible, but I could be wrong. They're giving out so easily. I'm used to cars like this coming with, like, you know, high-level tires on them already. They're not race tires, but they're like the super sportiest sport tires you can get. I run super sports on my real-life car, and they're amazingly sticky. Not sure what the new best tire is, but that used to be the best tire a few years back when I bought them. Well worth it if you're in the cars. A little bit pricey, yes, but I feel like to drive like it's Forza, you get the idea. Makes all the difference in the world. Well, I never had the chance to drive a Ferrari in real life. I have been in a Murcielago, or I think as Italians will say Murcielago, and yeah, that was pretty cool. I've driven a 4C, I've driven a 911 Cabriolet, I've driven Maserati Gran Turismo, I've also driven a Levante and a Ghibli. What else have I driven that's sporty like this? Nothing in this tier. Been an SRTA Cherokee. Not really comparable with a car like this. The opposite side of the spectrum, I did test drive a Miata once for fun. The car actually handled pretty nicely. I wouldn't ever want to own one, but that's a different story. You gotta respect it where it deserves it. It's like a entry level sporty car. I have thought about doing those driving experiences where you get to drive, you know, a Ferrari, a Lambo, an Aston, like a Hellcat. But they want so much money for it, it's just like, that price you might as well just rent a dang Ferrari for the whole day. True story. And then just take that Ferrari to the track. Just kidding. You'd probably get in a bunch of trouble for that. Oh, that was 4 laps? My horrible driving plus yapping got us through the race pretty quickly.
Nice work out there.
That felt short.
You won.
We were just kind of cruising at the end. I do want to up the difficulty again, back to where we were. Let's see what we can put on it first before we decide. We, again, saw how cheesy that one driver was. I'm in the wrong difficulty tier. So we're going to Watkins Glen International for the full circuit. 5 laps. Whew. All right. We got 1,000 points. You know where we're going. Tire compound. Man, what the hell, Forza? Why? My dog's even looking at me right now. It's like, he's like, why? Why do we have the shittiest tires like in the game on a Ferrari stock? These are the tires that come on a fucking like Daewoo or something. They're like, what the hell's going on? This car should at least have sport tires. I run sport tires on my real life car. Like, that's just messed up. What kind of logic is that? Look at the difference in the braking. It's a 0.5 difference. Handling a 0.6. Acceleration, not much. A 0.2, but that means you're getting more traction on launch. And that, you know, after taking turns, let's get those sport tires on. Now the car may handle like I expect. I'm still gonna leave the difficulty alone till we confirm this. For all I know, won't help at all. We're gonna skip the practice by just crashing in the first turn and exiting. Will say I've enjoyed this game so far. Just like every game out there has its pros and cons, even the best games in the world, you know. Like people think like GTA 5 have their pros and cons in Minecraft, but
behind faster cars ahead to save fuel and help your top speed on the straights.
I definitely recommend it if you're into sim racing.
Now show them what you got out there.
There is a learning curve every time you change vehicle tier though. This is my first time in a, what was it, like a P class car? Whatever it was saying. Or S class. I don't know, I remember there's something being about a P and something about an S. But this would be my first S class car in the game, to my knowledge, that I've driven. So it's a learning adventure. I'm just checking something out real quick. I want to crash, but I can feel, even though I lost it, I can feel that the car's trying to give me that grip. I feel it. We gotta go to race tires next on the next upgrade. Yes, this is what I wanted to experience from the beginning. Minus that, because we hit the grass. There we go. Well, that was better than me hitting a wall. I gotta record that real quick. Hold on. Alright. That was awesome. That was awesome. Alright, skip practice. That was not even embarrassed by what I just did there. That was just awesome. Do a barrel roll. Star Fox 64 up in here. But the way it handles now is what I would have expected. Again, I was pushing it to the limit, if you can tell. I do tend to get a little bit reckless. I just mash the pedal like every racing game I do. I don't care about the money, I care about succeeding, so just in case it's still sloppy driving by me. I'm sure we get the dub. Alright, I want to see how the launch is compared to previously. We're just going to full on launch. Look at that. That was so much cleaner. That was awesome. That Porsche's spoiler just went up. Spoiler. Actually, I have a spoiler like that in real life that I recently installed on my car. I have a 2013 Audi S5. And for those who didn't know, the 2013 RS5 had a active trunk spoiler on it where, you know, a certain speed or by clicking a button, the spoiler would go up. I actually installed that trunk on my car a few weeks ago. I have to still figure out the coding for getting it to go up automatically, but I did. It wasn't setting properly initially when it was first installed, like it wasn't going down all the way, and I went into the system and changed it. I bought a connector. I was trying to take them on the inside, no penalty there because I didn't gain anything for myself other than some grass in my grooves. I don't know if that actually affects anything. Not sure if Forza physics go that deep to get dirt in your tire. But yeah, I have the RS5 trunk retrofitted now. I bought the trunk online, had it shipped from a totaled RS5. You know, sad that someone totaled their RS5, but it worked out for me because I got a new trunk with an active spoiler. Had to have custom cable run through the car, but installed up by the gear shift, and ran all the way back to the trunk. So it was quite the investment. It cost me a lot more money than I ever expected. But was it worth it on the overall project build? Absolutely. If I go just random chat about what I have on there, I have carbon fiber front splitter, black S5 grille, the Eurocode headlights. I have a carbon fiber intake. I have a transmission tune. I have a stage 2 plus pulley system. I have a full exhaust with downpipes. I also retrofitted the door handles from the RS5 on the inside. Just for random purposes regarding the car. I do have the, I got the black and red seats with the carbon inlays, so it's awesome looking. What else have I done to that car? Obviously I tinted it. I got some wheel spacers. Got a carbon rear valence. Obviously I got the RS5 retrofitted trunk. There's probably more mods. I have to like make a list someday. A few things I want to do. For performance, I want to get some headers for it, get an intercooler. For looks, I'm trying to patch up my rims and paint them. Get some red calipers. Eventually I'm going to redo my tin as well. The car's a decade old and the tin's been on there, and I feel like it's faded because we recently got Electrovolt's car that she got a few months ago tinted the same way my car is, and her tin inside out and outside in I just feel like looks darker. Mine's kind of like minimally faded, but it's covered under the warranty, so I just gotta find that receipt and go get it redone. I'm gonna go ceramic next time. A little bit more expensive, but for a lifelong project car, you might as well do the ceramic.
3 left.
It's better than the crappy metallic film they give you. Or at least go carbon film. I probably have the shittiest film on it from back in the day, so. I also got some paddles like you see in this Ferrari. I've seen some people just do extensions on their paddles, but I know the Lambo Urus paddles are compatible with my car, like the legit carbon fiber ones from the Lambo Urus, so I've thought about finding a pair. Getting those installed. Because that'd be awesome, is that? Audi owns Lambo, so you know, it's only fair that I can throw those on my car. Not to jinx it, but obviously I've gotten much more in tune with the car. Plus, it's actually driving the way it should have initially. I should have had these tires on it from the factory, period. I don't know why Forza thinks it has TJ Maxx tires on it. They don't even have tires, but if they did, those initial tires would be it. It'd work for like 1,000 miles, go bold. Then become a liability. Appreciate the like, by the way. We are on lap 3 of 5. Woo! Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I jinxed it because I literally just said out. Not to jinx it, but I totally jinxed it. Just rewind further. I'm trying to start off from there. Doing so well. Then I had to mention it. I had to mention it. Had to mention it. We're only in the second race of 6. I highly doubt we'll get them all done today, but I'll try. I feel like we play a lot of the same tracks in these series as well. They gotta have more tracks than keeping on this circuit, like every other series. It's a good map, by all means. Good track, but I feel like we've seen this track way too many times for the handful of series we've completed. Definitely have this race in the bag at this point. Just gotta finish it. It's quite a long race though. About 10 minutes. It's not long in realistic standards, but in Forza standard. We're on Forza Motorsport 7. The races were definitely, a lot of them felt a lot shorter than this, but they had variety of race sizes. I haven't seen endurance races in this game yet. I don't know if they're a thing or not. Nothing like those good old like 2-hour races from back in the day. Like Horizon 3. Just hire the Drivatar. Motorsport 3. I forget if Forza Motorsport 3 is when you can hire a Drivatar to race for you. Just a 3-hour race, hire the Drivatar. Leave the game running, turn off your TV because you didn't need it. Go have dinner, you know, or go to work, school, whatever, come back and stuff. I know I took advantage of that many times back in the day. If I haven't said it recently, or even if I did, you know, if you're watching live, post in chat for shout out, general discussion, or you can just enjoy the show. A mixture of me driving well and then being sloppy here and there. Got that half and half going on. Started off ugly with the crappy tires I give you stock on this car. Especially my first time driving a car of this class and tier in any race in motorsport yet. Then we finally got some good tires and I was doing really well. Then I think I kind of got overly confident that I had it under control. We got a little bit sloppy back there on like lap 3. Race number 2 of 6 done here. If I can upgrade the tires to race tier, that's my goal.
Good work today.
Need to focus on handling and traction for this build, period. Ignition, clutch, rear wing, driveline, bumpers, skirts. Race number 3, Virginia International Raceway. Got 4 laps. Partly cloudy, light haze. Got 500, I don't think that's enough. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, we're 200 short of race. I don't know if they're just wait for the tires or if we should focus on platform and handling. They don't even look like they do anything. None of this stuff does anything to the numbers. It improves it, but not enough to change from like 4.6 to 4.7, so let's just save the money. Realistically, I mean, it is a Ferrari, so it's built to race out of the factory, but you can always modify a Ferrari. Maybe not so much like a Chiron, but...
Virginia International Raceway hasn't changed much since 1957.
We are going to skip the practice run.
Elevations.
Just to get myself into the next race ASAP. Whee! Yeah, this tire's insta-stop me. It's my neck snap right there. Skip practice. I don't care about the earning opportunity. I'm trying to do the races like the old days on Forza. A little beat up, but we'll do it. Alright, let's do it. Doesn't tell me my podium. We've been starting in 3rd. It's been kind of too easy. Oh, hold on. It said right there, difficulty. I've been playing this game on difficulty tier 4, which, yeah, it's halfway to max. It's like, I guess, average, I don't know. But today, for the first time ever in 9 streams, I actually went down on my difficulty because, again, this car's initial traction was just garbage. As if I bought my tires from TJ Maxx or Home Goods or some shit. But now that we have sport tires on it, it drives the way it should have out of factory. So I'm not as concerned. But I still want to start in a close up front spot. We need to reserve the win. I want the challenge, but I 100% want the win. So the win's more important to me than the challenge. I'm not trying to come in 2nd place after 5 laps. There goes my audio. Can I pause? Pause. So it's like every like 20-30 minutes, the Xbox controller turns itself off where my audio is coming from, and I always just forget to tap it. every Forza stream has this happening at least once. It's like, Xbox, I'm playing the game. Leave it on. I don't think there's a setting for it, but I'm gonna have to look because it's just like leave the controller on. Stop turning it off. I'm actively playing the game. Just because I'm using the wheel doesn't mean I don't want the controller. There's no plug for audio on the wheel, so I'd have to use the controller to get audio from the for the game, unless you're plugging directly into like your Xbox with a USB or something. Add like an if statement to your coding. If steering wheel plugged in, then keep controller on. Alright? Obviously you wouldn't write it like that, but that's literally what you would have to do. That would solve the entire issue. And a few lines of code. I'm no coder, my job or anything, nor do I want to be a coder, but I have experience with coding. Mostly through educational, but you get it. I don't do coding at my current cybersecurity job, but I've taken a look at a few things, like C++. I made an app on iOS, Android back in the day with Objective-C. I think we converted it over to Java as well. It's been a while, so. That was like a decade ago. Probably less, but still. Feels like it. It was cool while it lasted, having your own app on the store, but it just wasn't worth it. You know, I had a few thousand downloads. Oh, God. Too busy thinking of the few thousand downloads. I'm just kidding. I didn't see the turn over the hill. So I was just mashing the gas, but oh God, what was that? Whoa! Are the frames dropping, or is something's going on? I think I fixed this up. Felt really choppy there for a sec. Yeah, I had an app out years ago with thousands of downloads. It was cool, but not worth it in the long run. Especially because they charge you $100 a year just to, you know, put your apps on Apple's store, App Store. Whew. This track does not give you much room to F up. Used to having a nice wide track after the last few races. This tight track is restricting my freedom with this car. Just kind of let it slide here and there. I have been on this track like one at a time, but a much slower vehicle, so it was much more manageable. I started braking when the game told me to. Still go over the line. Just rewinding because I'm not trying to worry about getting past because I overshot it in career mode. Multiplayer, we can't do that. My first experience in multiplayer is still my best. I was in first place for like 75% of the race after overtaking a bunch of people, and then my tires got worn out and I didn't think about that, and I took every turn the same way, and eventually it was like, nope. Off the side I went in the final lap. Barely, but enough to have second place pull on me. Sad moment. Shed some tears for that. Let's have a moment of silence. Alright, that moment's over. That was on like stream 3 or something. I think it was last week I did an entire multiplayer session, decided I'm never doing that again because it's like every other lap you get rammed off by some other multiplayer person. First lap you're getting smashed into in a turn like this, and then you wonder why the race is over. So what fun is that? It's not fun at all. I feel like my qualifying races were better than my post-qualifying races. I'm pretty sure my score went down because other people hit me as well. So I hurt my overall, score for the lobbies I get put into. So I get the people who don't know how to drive, but we can refer to our streams to show that I was rammed by a bunch of people. One time I got like a second penalty because someone hit me. True story. It's like, what the heck? Why, if they hit me, why am I getting penalized? That was a little bit better than the last time we took this turn. I have to let my dog out of the room soon before he starts barking. Electrovolt should be getting back from work soon. And he's sitting up staring at the door. Motion garage, yep. She has to still go park, so I guess we should be good. Keep my modified S5 in the garage. I ain't leaving it out on the street. Hell no. Got full coverage on both cars, and my car was in the shop for over 10 grand in repairs in the last like half a year. Electrovolt was driving my car downtown one day after work, and someone hit her at a red light. True story. Had to replace my entire front bumper. First time I ever put a claim in my entire life. It was under them, obviously. They took full accountability. They didn't fight it at all. They just, took full blame, so their insurance covered it. So that was the only positive, but I'm pretty sure, it goes on your record. My clean car record. Then I got hit like a parking lot or something on my rear fender, and that was like a 7 grand repair. Because my fenders are connected over the roof on both sides. Because the S5 coupe has all of that connected. And to fix it, they had to take out my rear seats and all this stuff. It was crazy. But that was the perfect time for me to retrofit an RS5 trunk with the active spoiler on it. Because we're going to have to take the seats out and everything to run a custom cable back there for me to have the active spoiler from the RS5 put on. So, it saved me a little bit of money having that all covered by insurance. Now my goal is to just avoid other people for a few months with my car so they don't hit it. Floaty, no! We got floaty. We got floaty. Right about there. Went over that little section there. It felt like I was just on air. We were preparing for takeoff. But this isn't flight simulator, so stay on the ground car. You are end up going fast enough to fly in a car, realistically. It's a downforce that keeps you planted so you don't go launching in the air and die. Videos out there of like race cars lifting off, especially drag cars. They're just ready to fly. Not a vehicle you want airborne though. It's the final lap now. Alrighties. Lap 4 completed. We hit the flag sign and then drove. Apparently we're just driving off into the field.
Well done. P1.
Premium performance, 4 out of 6. We are going to Road America full circuit, overcast wet. We should have enough to upgrade our tires even further and really get that grip going. Got race tires. I'm gonna go ahead and let my dog out of the room real quick while I load into the next race. Be back in like 10 seconds.
Some curbs here at Road America have an uneven construction
Road America.
that produces a serious rumble effect that can unsettle the car on acceleration if you use too much exit curb.
Alright, use too much exit curb. Repeat, use too much exit curb. Repeat, use too much exit curb. Ah! Let's get practice. We died in the accident. Too busy thinking about that exit curb. Missed the turn. I just don't care to do these practices. It just feels like a waste of time after the... Once you get warmed up with the game, like your first race of the stream, you do the practice, get warmed up, and then you're hopping in, you just want to keep grinding. Especially because we covered 3 races in about an hour or 4 minutes, so I'd like to do the same here. Starting in 5, why not? For those who've seen my previous series, I've started even all the way back and won first before, and I've just been playing a level 4 out of 8, which is average difficulty. I don't want it too easy, I don't want it too hard. Here to have a good time. Some challenge. But today's been a learning experience for me, my first time using a car of this tier in motorsport. I had to relearn the basics when I first brought this out with the crappy tires I initially had. Now that we have better tires on it, it's closer to how I actually would imagine it would feel. See, they don't send a Ferrari out with Pep Boys tires that were $99.99 for all 4, like this game thinks they do. Oh god, I overshot it because I didn't see the turn. I was too busy trying to pass on that side right there. I can feel these tires off the bat. They're much better than the last lap I did, or race, I should say. These are the tires you put on a Ferrari. Seems like Forza just puts stock tires on every car. It doesn't care if it's a Ferrari that would have some crazy $300 per tire tires on it. They just put the $25 tires on it. Which I really think is kind of stupid. You should tier it based on the car. If it's a sporty car, give it sporty tires. If it's like a Challenger, Camaro, sure, put the street tires on it. It's like a Daewoo, sure, put the Walmart tires on. Man, we have a BSAI already. Same issue we had earlier today. So I could race this car back when I had shitty tires, but we had one AI who drove like their tier 8 like they're on a nice sunny day with max traction going on. There's this guy in front of us right here. Doesn't look like he slowed down for the turn. He's just out. Try and catch him. I feel like I'm Tom Hanks and Catch Me If We Can now. There's Leonardo. Good movie, by the way. I'll have to rewatch it someday. Doubt I'm gonna catch him. Might be wise to just restart the race. I'm not trying to do 10 minutes of race in the coming second because it's BSAI in front of him. Everyone's like ultra far behind me, but this guy is just gone. Like, Forza, what are you doing with your drive-a-tar concept? The whole point is to have them in a herd. Rarely does someone make it that far out in an actual race. A lot of times it's a heated race. They don't take that, they get that far ahead in the first lap. You gotta wonder who like puts this stuff together sometimes. What logic were they thinking? Are we on track here, daily driver day at the local track or something? I'm not gonna waste my time. Let's just restart race. Guys, just BS. We're in wet conditions. We have race tires on and the guy's still just gone. You can't make this shit out. I'm going back down. First stream I've ever lowered difficulty for a race. That'll be the second time I've ever lowered difficulty, but I'm not trying to sit here in second place for 10 minutes. We're not going to catch him, no matter how hard we try. It's either turn traction stability on, and then I would have no issue keeping up with them, or leave it off and just lower the difficulty back down. Go that route. It's more fun to drive with traction stability up. Pretty sure it's just, even though we lowered it 2 tiers, it's just going to be out. Thought I was going to lose control, so I didn't shift up right away. Sorry, bud, but I don't care about you. If it was multiplayer, I wouldn't want to do that, but there's some drive-a-tar a-hole, yeah. Beat him up. Oh, car, what are you doing? Car, what are you doing? We were going so well. Why did it kick out? Right there, that little thin incline set me off. Those inclines are deadly on these tracks, is what I'm learning in this game. I feel like in Forza Motorsport 7 they didn't affect you as much. In this game, like, you go over one of those bumps, it's all it takes to lose control. I think they did say at the beginning of this race that there's bumps on this track that will make you lose control in the turns, if I'm not mistaken, so I guess there it was. Learned a little Road America intro. Huh? Now I know what they were talking about. for some reason. We're into the wall. Now here we go. One mistake's now gonna have me ultra sloppy for no reason. But I braked really hard and it pulled the car to the left. That's why. I felt like we were getting pulled to the left. It's a gravity generator back behind that fence back there. Now it's pulling to the right. See, 2's too easy. They make it tough at the beginning of the race, but once you pull in front, they're just kind of just cruise up here. That's why I went back to 4, but 4 was, maybe I need to go to 3 in between. Go back to 4 next series we do. Alright, well, I trusted the game there. Now I'm just playing like trash. It comes in like patches. I'll be doing phenomenal and then I'll have one mistake or one thing happen and then we'll have like 3 in a row. It's like it has to come in a set. I can't just have one mistake and then drive off and enjoy the rest of the race. Just gotta go dark on comms like Cat and Price will do. Get my focus on so we can get out of the rut. Smashed the gas right there on purpose. I feel like the race tires, like I feel the traction more, but I also feel like I'm slipping more than I did on these sport tires on. I don't know. Sounds weird though. It is wet out, so that's probably the contributor. According to when we started the race, it said it was overcast and wet. It would only make sense, I guess, that it's more slippery. It doesn't look wet on the ground. I have to see the overcast. Ugly, cloudy looking day. Too many. Just playing on the 923, using the paddles just like you would in the game, and traction, stability off, simulation, everything. I just have this line on for turns, and I have ABS on. Pretty sure Ferrari Roma would come with ABS. And traction stability for that matter. But yeah, so does like a Hellcat, so. Fun's part when you turn it on. turned off my real life car's traction stability once in a blue moon. Since it's a all-wheel drive quattro car, the most fun with that is in the rain. You can't really spin the quattro tires with traction stability on, but shut it off. I definitely got all 4 tires spinning on a launch before on a really wet day. And that was awesome. I forget if that was back in the day before I modded the car heavily, but now that I have like 450 horsepower, but more sticky tires, I wonder how I would handle it. I guess there's only one way to find out. Go on the quiet back road on a rainy day. And we're going into lap 4. I believe there's 2 more races in the series.
Final lap.
We got over 40 minutes. We might be able to get the entire series done. I don't think I'm going to focus on any power mods for this car. We already got race tires on it. We already got race anti-roll bars. It's time to get that race suspension on here. Maybe increase the rear tire width so we can get more traction on our power in rear-wheel drive. There goes my controller audio because I forgot to tap the controller. Happens at least once a stream. Now I'm getting distracted because I'm turning my controller back on. My audio looks like it still comes through even though the controller is shut off. But... So I'm playing on the wheel, have the controller running my audio. That's how I'm getting my commentary in plus the game audio. If I don't tap it, you get the idea, you just witnessed it. If I tap it though, it takes over the controls for the game. So if I were to hit the analog stick left, our screen's gonna turn and look left. So you gotta be selective about what you touch. Usually just tap forward on the left analog so it keeps me going straight and doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe next time I'll just consider running the audio off the Elgato. Bringing my commentary through PC. Just prefer this setup over that. That setup's a little bit more tedious to prepare. This setup I use for all my console games. Just usually we're playing on controller. I guess on ATS we play on PC. But since I'm playing on console, we have to get the game audio from the Series X and not the PCs. See, this Saturday's Snow Runner night. So the week after that will be American Truck Sim. Should be a good time. Finished.
Great work. We finished P1.
Finished P1. Vibration conversion, weight reduction, camshaft, valves. All stuff that I probably won't do. Next race, we have Suzuka Circuit, full circuit, 4 laps. Get that race suspension on there. Seems like it lowered my speed. I'm going for handling over speed right now, so. next we'll do the rear tires, and then we'll be done with it, since that'll be race 6 out of 6. That'll also conclude the stream whenever we get this and the next race
The
done.
relatively old asphalt sections here at
This might be my new way of streaming
provide
career
some
mode.
solid
We've had
traction for
many
the
ways. I would
intense
do
lateral
career mode
G-loads
plus
with
multiplayer,
18
this and that.
corners.
I would do half the series and multiplayer in one stream, then half a series and another half a series in the next. But I feel like it fits better if I just stick to one series for a stream or multiplayer only, so that should be the new trend. Next stream, we're 100% doing career because I'll have officially finished out my first tour. Watch this. Skip practice, so I did not care to do it. Especially with just over a half hour left and 10+ minute races. Drink some H2O and tap to controller. Go to race. Let's leave the difficulty tier the same, but let's double down on how far back we start. A little bit more challenge. We'll probably still guarantee a win, but that's what you want to do, right? Sure, there's some people out there who just put it on high difficulty and you have to get 8th place to get 8th place, and that's more realistic, but being a video game, I prefer to win all the races, but I don't even know if there's actual... We can confirm right there that we completed a lot of laps in the rain today, apparently. Just pointing that out, by the way. But I don't know if there's achievements relating to getting first place in all the races. There's complete tours. A lot of these games would have like win every race and a tour or something. Maybe they skipped it on this one and I'm worrying more about my placement than I should be. Whatever. Better to win than lose. Plus, you know how it is. Video games, you just want to win, no matter what. I wouldn't consider moving on from a race without winning it. Handling on this with race, oh god, with race tires and race suspension, it's pretty good until you get tapped by a Lotus. Just immediately get spun out by it. Some of these drivers are drunk. It's not Friday night yet though, so I don't think I'd want to play this game having an adult beverage. It doesn't sound fun. Horizon, not as bad. It's more arcadey. So a little bit more leniency. Yeah, I just don't feel like racing games are perfect for the weekend night. Another thing about how Flex is going to work, though. We have 3 Flex spots. And Saturday, I have up to an extra hour. But I feel like Assassin's Creed Mirage should get a guaranteed Flex lock so we can finish it out this week. I'm so close in that game to done, but I know it'll take at least a 2 to 3 hour session. So maybe we'll do it first on Saturday. Of course, I touched the fin grass right there, if you saw that. And this game thinks that because you touched the grass for 0.3 seconds that you should just lose control and die. Even though I've watched actual races and people send not glass. Well, they send glass and grass flying everywhere. And plenty of people crossing the dirt. You see just dirt flying in the air with their tires, but they don't die, Forza. They keep on driving. Obviously, you don't just want to keep it floored the whole time, unless you're sure the car can handle it, but for this game takes touching grass to the extreme, and not like the commercials back in the day. Now here we go. Every fin time, one thing happens. I have to get like at least like 3 random stupid things in a row, and then I just start driving flawlessly again. I don't know what the hell. It's like a weird habit. It's like you messed up once, let's mess up 3 more times real quick, and then the rest of the race will go fine. Kind of a quiet stream, but appreciate anyone who's hanging out. There's my 3rd one. It's because I looked at the friggin' numbers on the stream real quick, and while I was taking turns. People get mad sometimes when you don't respond to a comment right away, but that's legit what happens if you're in the middle of a race going like 100 miles an hour and you try to peek at chat and respond to everyone. Once in a blue moon, you get people who just get pissed off though. They're like, it's like, dude, I'm in a race. You ever text and drive? Maybe, but probably. But if you understand it and you've had an experience, and you know it's not the smartest thing to do. Slow the same thing gaming. Whether you're playing GTA, Forza, don't matter. YouTube chat and drive equals crashing. We get a lot more viewers on our Forza Horizon content and streams, and that's where usually that stuff happens. This game is semi-quiet on here. I think our most popular stream in the last like 2 weeks is Ground Branch. Surprisingly, extremely niche milsim that feels like Rainbow Six and Ghost Recon. Because part of the development team are from there, so it makes sense. Wonder what the final track's gonna be. It's like, can we please just get the Speedway, the Indianapolis Speedway, please? It'd actually be awesome if they did that. I love to just let this car loose, see how fast we can go. I have 3 or 4. About an hour and a half into the stream, up to a 2-hour session. But we're on the 2nd to last race in the 3rd or 4th lap. And it's, what, 2.5 minutes per lap, roughly, so. We may eat up the whole 2 hours, we may not. Had to tap my controller there, and if you saw that, the wheel jerked violently back straight. That's why I don't like touching my controller while I'm using the wheel, but I wanted to make sure our controller doesn't die and shut off in-game audio from my headset, so it doesn't just randomly go off on stream as well. It's a risk you gotta take sometimes, I guess. Let's see what happens here. Once we're done this in the next race, I'm done for the day. We have more streams tomorrow. We'll showcase a list of streams at the end. 4 different games between tomorrow and Saturday night. 2-hour sessions. Well, Friday, Saturday night sessions can be 3 to 3.5 hours long. Sometimes we only do 2 if we're not feeling the game. If you're playing like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game, and getting killed 5 minutes in every single time, you know it's time to get off after 2 hours. Hiyo son, Dunlop. Ferris wheel. Advan. Ferris wheel. Casio. Honda. Trade in your Ferrari for a Honda today. Get 8 new vehicles for your robot traded.
Last lap, let's go.
You want a coupe, a sedan, an SUV, and everything in between? Bring your Roma here today. Give you all of them. Well, it won't be a Ferrari. Instead of 1 car, you'll have 8. Thank you for the offer, but I'll keep the Roma. Life goals, in my view, get a Ferrari Roma and a condo Roma. Real Roma. And have this car there. And that will mean I finally succeeded in life. Best case, you know what happens. Worst case, just in your dreams. Hope is a dangerous thing. You gotta have it. Getting a little bit excessive on my throttling. So I also have this game on simulation throttling, so I get carried away when I get too comfortable. Can't tell. Just pushing it to the ultra limits. We're starting to see that sway come back. Rear end's trying to pendulum out. Like I'm back in physics class. Final lap now. After this, I'm gonna get on that Ferris wheel in the background. It's a random, completely different game, but GTA 6, we're finally gonna get a trailer. I know a lot of gamers out there are excited, including myself. I can't wait. They better have done like a theme park or something. They better have. They had the pier in GTA 5. We had good times. You know, I watched. We get on and ride it together, and somehow people like fly out of their seats and land below, and it was hilarious. But you couldn't ride everything. They need to just do an amusement park in that game. They really do. You know, I'll be holding like a Friday night stream on GTA, driving our cars down the coast to the amusement park, being there goofing off all stream. So we got our final race of the series, premium performance at beautiful full circuit of Franco Chaps. Should probably butcher it. So let's see how they say it once we load it. Even though I've heard it like 50 times playing this game because it was in the other ones as well. Let's see. What do I want to do? Do a few little tiny things, nothing crazy. Just spend the points because chances are I probably won't see this car again. Not in a mean way, but in the sense of, you know, if I'm going to grind out all the tours and series, odds are we're just going to want a new car every time we do one. So I don't plan to play this game forever. If it was Horizon, I'd be much more into it, but as with any motorsport game, after a bunch of streams, you know, 20 streams, you're just like, You get tired of doing the same races over and over and over and over and over. We got it at once a week on Thursdays right now, indefinitely, but you never know what's going to happen down the road. Appreciate the 3 likes, by the way. Alright, we're here for our final race. I do want to point out the other thing that's probably hurting me is I'm skipping the practices on our early streams. I would do all the practices to level up the car faster. And I stopped doing those. The beautiful part of it, it saves time. The negative part of it, we don't get that chance to connect our car with the track. Realistically, you want those practice laps, but in a video game with a rewind, we can take the risk without it. Worst case, we use a rewind or two. Why is it glitching out like that? What the hell's going on? You alright, Forza? Just like a graphical stroke going on. Still is, look at the hood. Started 9th, we did 369. Dang, you fine. Get low, Lil John. Change the words tiny bit. This game I think is rated E for everyone or something. Rated T. But I guess who cares? On the TGS channel we'll be playing rated E and someone will drop, you know, the F-bomb. 15 minutes into the stream. It's like rated E for everyone. Yo, dude, are you kidding me? Where's my Glock? No. F your F-type, bro. Motherfucker. Spinning me out back there. These driver tires really give no F in the first, like, half of the lap. First half of the first lap, they're just trying to murder you. You think you're playing in a GTA 5 server. Just gonna bump them all because I just don't respect driver tires anymore. Just like you can't respect real people in multiplayer because they ram you. Worse than this. Can't count how many times I've had my race ruined by random people online in Forza Motorsport games. I think the one that did me in must have been Forza Motorsport 7. Pretty sure I went into a turn in first place and some a-hole just came up charging and I had a feeling they were going to and they just rammed me all the way off the track, way out to like the fence on a sand course, and I had a rear-wheel drive car and it did not want to get any traction out there. Drive tires are better than real people for these issues, but get off the road, drive a tire. You guys tried to murder me back then. I mean, actually, you guys try to murder me every race. Least I can do is give them a bump back or two. Take off some paint. Car level 18. Level up. There's another series we did recently on this track. I remember that turn just being notorious for screwing me up. think that was when I was driving the RS5. I got achievement for something. Leisure, cruise, completed a lap at sunset. Okay, this map. There you go. Well, I'm an achievement hunter. I don't 1K every game I play. Or achievement hunt every game I play, for that matter. But this game's only on the 500 gamer score list for me. Assassin's Creed Mirage, going for 1K. Caught MW3. Haven't decided yet. I'm gonna get all the campaign achievements and probably try and grind the zombies. I don't care for the PvP portion of it. They kind of lost me at this point with the movement system and stuff. As I move more and more milsim, COD decides to move the opposite way. Not that it was ever a milsim, but hardcore actually used to be fun. Nowadays, just some guy doing some slide canceling, jump dodge, spin shot, shoot you in the toe and you die from one bullet. Then you spawn in and get spawn killed 3-4 times in a row. I can't do it. Irks my soul. I am looking forward to getting back into Horizon 5 in a few weeks. If I think it through, finish out Assassin's Creed Mirage over the weekend on Saturday. Monday I start MW3 campaign. Technically, people seem like you can beat it in 3-4 hours, so I could technically beat the campaign between Monday and Tuesday, but I'm probably going to need at least 1 to 2 more sessions just to achievement mop all the campaign achievements, so my guess is 2 weeks of AC Mirage, and then I gotta decide whether I'm gonna do High on Life, Forza Horizon 4, or sorry, Forza Horizon 5, or Fallout 76 DLCs. Like what order? How are you playing on controller on Horizon 5? Because this wheel just feels like crap on Horizon 5. Knight also has a wheel for racing games, and for him, a different wheel. Horizon 5 still kind of crap with a wheel, so which is sad. You would think they would want it to work flawlessly, but it's horrendous once you start losing traction. I've tried watching videos on settings for it and everything. I just given up on Horizon 5 wheel, but we are pretty much done with that game. Pretty sure the recent quote-unquote DLC for Dia de Muertos, I think it was called DLC, was just fluff because they wanted to get the number flattened out for the achievement score, like they've done in the previous ones. Sometimes they just make achievements for stories that have been in the game since release. They're just like, here, I'll do the story now. Then I'll hop into the game, unlock like 5 of 8 achievements in the first like 30 seconds. So we'll see what it entails, but I'll have to actually Google it and take a look. Maybe look on True Achievements. Get an idea of what it'll take. I like this track. One of the cool parts of my work trip this week, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, but I wasn't streaming Tuesday, Wednesday because I was on a work trip. I had to go to Miami for one night. One of the perks of going there was so many exotic cars. Saw multiple Lambos just on the roads. Saw Rolls Royce SUVs, especially because I went to the Miami game on Tuesday. That was part of my trip. I arrived, went to the game and stuff, and then yesterday was when it was like kind of a work day until we had to leave for the airport. We got a meeting room and stuff. cars were awesome. I will say that. Saw this one blacked out Cullinan, Rolls Royce SUV outside the basketball stadium, and you knew it had to be a player's car. It was blacked out, black rims. The tint looked like it had to be like limo tint on the entire car. It was just like that's exactly what my car would look like if I had a Rolls SUV. But Rolls Royce, I kind of steered towards white. I don't know. I've also had 3 black cars in real life in a row. It's black on black, then black on
One more lap.
red/black interior on my current car. So that was the differentiator, I guess. But I have a few rules for my next car. 1, it can't be an Audi because I already had 3. 2, it can't be black on the exterior paint. 3, it's got to be like a upgrade. I don't want a car of the same class as my S5. I want next tier up. I guess life will tell. I'm saving that for a few years down the road because I want to drop a lot more money into my current car. It's like a project car that'll eventually turn into a true weekend car. It's already on the way there. But if I wanted to mod it the way I wanted it to, you could easily add 10 plus more mods to it without questioning it. Plus, allows me to save up a nice down payment so I can try and get something newer. Definitely never, I won't say never, but definitely won't have one of these Romas, so gotta settle for something else. I'm a Euro car fan through and through, so that's the other thing that I'm probably gonna have mandatory on my next car. Non-Audi Euro car, can't be black on the exterior. I'd really like a V8, but we know they're dwindling down, so you either have to get them used or get them now before they're gone. Don't really want electric. I wouldn't mind one electric car in my fleet, just to have one, especially because the Tesla performance model is insane. I mean, it's faster than a Ferrari on the acceleration. Why wouldn't you want to experience that? But there's nothing like having that true engine block. Just to feel the sound. Well, it may not compete with the electric. It's still awesome. Always wanted a V8, so if I can make that happen as well. It's getting foggy as F in the game right now. I was just lightly gassing it through that turn, even though I knew I was not happy about it. Because we won the race by far. I mean, we could have done some donuts there. I probably should have. It would have been cool.
Great race.
Another achievement. 15 gamer score just getting started. Completed 1 tour in career mode. That was the tour? There's one more race. Well, that was the end of our stream for today in the sense of just tackling premium performance, but we still have this. So that's a showcase, but it's separate from the tour apparently. Interesting. But on stream so far, on the multiplayer, we qualified, we did some multiplayer races. But for career mode, I've completed all of these so far on stream. Next stream I was going to do the showcase event, but I don't know if that's enough. I don't have to save the showcase events for a future session where we do all the showcases together maybe. So next stream we can consider doing German Rivals. Then we do JDM Legends and then we unlock this one. And then we go down the list. I haven't done any Power Tour, Legacy Tour, or Open Class Tour yet. But each of these has a showcase. But here's the classes. I've done races in like all these types of cars. But S-Class series, today was my first time ever dipping, quote unquote, my toes into a S-Class series. race, so we learned the hard way. Had to recalibrate how I drove the car entirely. No traction stability on, but once I got used to it, definitely had a good time. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's session. Hate to disappoint, we are like 8 minutes shy of 2 hours, but there's really nothing else for me to do. Plus I started late, so it'll be perfect for a 6:45 cutoff. Schedule's up on the screen for anyone who may be interested. We got Counter-Strike 2 PvP tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Flex out at 10:30. Haven't really decided the game yet. Moving on to Saturday, we got 2 flex slots and SnowRunner. As mentioned, I think the first flex slot Saturday I'm going to dedicate to Assassin's Creed Mirage and give it 2 to 3 hours of the... If I think of it, I have about 5 hours of stream time on Saturday, including a 30-minute break. If I start at 1 o'clock, I can do 1 till 6:30 and still watch an hour-and-a-half movie and make SnowRunner at night, but... Yeah, maybe AC Mirage, finish it out, get the 1K gamer score, and then have a true flex slot, and tomorrow night we'll have a true flex slot. We can kind of wing it from there. Major shout out to Main's Food Reviews. Unfortunately, you're catching me at the end of the stream, though, on my way out. But if you're around tomorrow or Saturday or next week, you know, feel free to hit me up. But you're just in time for your supporter screen shout out. So major shout out to Main's Food Reviews, who just hopped in chat all the way across our board. Greatly appreciate it. Go check out their channel. Obviously, from their name, they do food reviews. So if you're a grubber like myself or a foodie, go check them out. We got BBT on Patreon, Burkois, McMaster Tyler on Superchat. I appreciate all of the support we've had over the years. And yeah, it's going to conclude our Forza Motorsport session. So again, sorry to chat that you're catching me at the end here, but we're officially done our goal for the day, and I'm off to eat some dinner, do some non-work as I call it, stuff I got to do that's not work, but you know, that needs to be done. And yeah, I'll be back live tomorrow. So thanks to anyone who tuned in. I'll catch everyone later. Peace out.